What's your problem? Stop butting into others' business. I could sue you for harassment if I wanted to. I recorded the whole thing, so you better get lost while you have the chance. Iwaizumi-san glared at the stranger and stormed out of the shop. Thanks. But did you really record the whole thing? No, why would I? I just got here and saw the guy raising his fist at you. Honestly, I couldn't care less, but I had no other choice. Oh, I see. A bouquet of dahlia. Wrap it nicely. I don't want to waste my time. Yes, right away. What an arrogant bastard. Next day, 5:42 p.m. After I closed the shop, Hinata came to pick me up. We went to a barbecue restaurant. Eat up. The barbecue here is known as the tastiest in the city. I come here twice a month with my friends. It's really tasty. I know, right? I knew you would like it. By the way, if you don't mind me asking, what university do you go to? I'm 28. At that moment I almost choked on my food. 28? What? He's older than me. What about you, Kageyama-kun? Oh, I'm 23. Wow. You're younger than me. That's cool. You've graduated. Then what do you do for a living? I'm a kindergarten teacher at school. Oh, here's the address. You should stop by sometimes. Hinata handed me the address and I gladly took it. Thank you. This is my only chance. I should ask him to the movies. Hey. I'm so sorry, Kageyama-kun. Something urgent came up, so I have to leave. Let's eat together next time. Hinata then rushed out of the restaurant. Guess I'll ask him some other time. I paid for the food and walked out of the restaurant. While walking to the train station, I saw a familiar figure lying unconsciously in an alleyway. Isn't that arrogant bastard from yesterday? I took a closer look and I was right. It was the guy from yesterday. He's bleeding. What the hell? Did he get into a fight? That aside, I can't just leave him here. I searched for his phone, but it was cracked and I didn't know the password. I didn't know where he lived either. What a pain in the ass. At that moment I decided to take him home with me. 10:48 p.m. After hours the man finally opened his eyes. Where am I? Don't get up. I just cleaned your wounds. They are not dried yet. Aren't you? That weak guy from yesterday? Weak. I wanted to throw him out the window, but I refrained myself. Ugh, what did you even do to get this many bruises? You were unconscious for about 3 hours. You would have just bled to death if I didn't find you. Dart. I'm fine now. I'm going home. It's already late and you missed the final train. There aren't any taxis at this time. How are you going to get back? So I have to stay at some stranger's house just because of that. What's wrong with that? It's not like I'm gonna eat you up. I looked at his face and noticed that he was blushing uncontrollably. Did I say something wrong? Thanks, I guess. Did he just say thanks? You're welcome. Speaking of it, I didn't catch your name. The stranger hesitated for a moment, then he looked at me. TsukkiKage. Yours. Kageyama Tobio. We exchanged some words and went to sleep. I slept in a spare room in my apartment and Tsukishima slept in my room. The next morning, I woke up and showered like usual. After putting on some clothes, I went into my room to check if Tsukishima was still sleeping. He's still asleep. Did anyone mention that he looks really peaceful when he's sleeping? Before long I noticed that I was almost reaching out for his hair. I immediately pulled away and left the room. Tsuki. I was so worried. Pardon. Huh? Who are you? Where's Tsuki? What did you do to him? If you're talking about Tsukishima, he's upstairs sleeping. I found him badly injured last night, so I brought him here. What's your relationship with him? Pardon. What's your relationship with Tsuki to even bring him back to your house? The hell is with this person? I just met him once. Good. Now listen. The girl approached me and whispered quietly. If something is going on between you two, I won't hesitate to wipe away your existence. I already told you I have nothing to do with him. Are you deaf? Why, you little? What's going on? We both turned to look at Tsukishima, who was neatly dressed with a cup of coffee in his hand. The girl ran to Tsukishima and hugged him. Tsuki. I was so worried something might happen to you. But Tsukishima on the other hand roughly shook the girl off and pushed her aside. I told you not to touch me, didn't I? But. Oh, by the way, weak guy, I borrowed your kitchen for a while, if that's okay with you. I have a name. I know. I'll take my leave now. Thanks for letting me stay for the night. I'll stop by if I can. Take care. Tsukishima left the shop, leaving the girl behind as the girl clumsily followed him out. She glanced back at me once and gave me a cold glare. Is her head okay? As I was closing the shop, I saw Hinata, who was sitting in front of the shop with tears in his eyes. Hinata? What are you? Kajiyama-kun. Hinata suddenly jumped onto me and hugged me tight. He was sobbing and crying. What on earth happened?
神様、どうか声を聞かせて、ほんのちょっとでいいからもう二度と離れないように、あなたと二人、あの青さんのように